Namaste and Jai Ho. On behalf of the Center for Indian Classical Music of Houston, or CICMH, we warmly welcome you, our esteemed viewers, to the seventh session of the Sangeet Martand Smriti Samaroh. Indian classical music, with its inherent richness and underlying meditative and spiritual elements, is one of the best avenues for every individual to attain peace and holistic wellness, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. This is irrespective of their background, lifestyle, occupation, and nationality. Besides this, CICMH also believes that this time honored tradition helps the Indian diaspora connect to its priceless culture and heritage.
When Sangeet Martand Pandit Jasraj our Bade Guruji, left for his heavenly abode in August of last year, we were already months into this pandemic, which changed the whole world as we knew it, with no end in sight. CICMH, led by our founder and Guruji, Pandit Suman Ghoshji, promptly launched this Samaroh in September 2020 to pay rich tribute to this legendary musical giant and the illustrious Mewati Gharana icon. This also offers a way for music lovers in the corona-ravaged world to find solace and inner relief in the blissful depths of Hindustani classical music.
Last month, we reached the halfway point in this year-long Samaroh with the celebrated vocalist Ustad Rashid Khanji as the featured artist. So far, we have brought to you 6 amazing online concerts featuring some of the most iconic and respected artists in Indian classical music, like Pandit Rajan and Sajan Mishra ji, Pandit Vishwamohan Bhatt ji, Ustad Shahid Parvez Khan ji, and my own guru, Pandit Suman Ghosh ji. All these performances were extremely well received by our viewers from around the world. We thank you for joining us at each of these very special concerts and for your heartfelt comments both during and after the concerts. In today's session, CICMH is honored and blessed to present to you someone whose name is synonymous with Indian classical music, the legendary god of Santoor, Padma Vibhushan, Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma ji.
As we embark on the second half of this Samaroh, with what promises to be another most remarkable concert, we would like to take a moment to thank Sri Jugal Malani ji, a very well-known and highly respected entrepreneur and philanthropist from the Indo-American community in Houston, who is the title sponsor for today's session. CICMH thanks you, Malani Saab, for your support of our mission in general and this Samaroh in particular.
We now share with you a few words from the Honorable Ambassador of India to USA, His Excellency Sri Taranjit Singh Sandhu.
Members of Pandit Jasraj, Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma, Pandit Shuman Ghosh, my colleague Asim Mahajan, music lovers and friends. It is my pleasure to address the Sangeet Samaroh being held in the memory of Pandit Jasraj. My compliments to Center for Indian Classical Music of Houston and the Consulate General of India for putting this together. The year-long music festival is indeed a fitting tribute to Pandit Jasraj, who was a doyen of Hindustani classical music, who enthralled us with his music for more than 75 years. Jasraj's commitment and devotion to music continued until his last breath. Guruji had mentored several vocalists. His disciples like Pandit Suman Ghosh continue to add to his rich legacy. Pandit Jasraj took Indian classical music to the international stage, to Europe, Canada, and here in the United States. Icons like him further strengthened the bridges between our two great nations. It is interesting to note that we are also celebrating 100th anniversary of Kavi Guru Rabindranath Tagore's visit to Houston this year. Friends, all of us are going through unprecedented times, navigating through the challenges posed by COVID-19. India has been at the forefront of the fight against the pandemic, including sharing essential medicines and as a reliable manufacturer of vaccines. The robust India-US partnership has helped in better shaping the global pandemic response. Optimism and determination are critical for coming out of the current turbulence. With vaccines, we see new hope and positivity. To all those who are watching from across the globe, I'm sure that today's performance by Santoor Maestro Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma will certainly lift up your spirits and fill you with positivity. I've had the pleasure of witnessing Panditji's soulful performance in Colombo while I was the High Commissioner there. Wonderful to have you here too. Friends, it is true that Pandit Jasrajji's departure has left a deep void in the Indian music, but his enormous musical legacy will live on for generations to come. I wish the program every success. Thank you.
Our heartfelt thanks to Honorable Ambassador of India for this message. We would also like to share with you a few words from the Consulate General of India in Houston, Honorable Consul General Shri Asim Mahajanji.
Greetings from Houston. It gives me great pleasure to join all of you today for this concert with Padma Vibhushan Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma, who is a living legend and will enthrall us with his Santoor performance. As two vibrant democracies having open and multicultural societies, commonalities in culture and shared values, India and United States are natural partners. This part of United States shares a strong connect with India with deepening of multifaceted ties in the areas of trade and investment, culture, education, and growing people-to-people contacts. The presence of a growing and vibrant Indo-American community has led to strengthening of cultural linkages with India. We celebrate major festivals, mark important occasions, and organize several music, dance, and other cultural events. Our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has recently launched the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav from Sabarmati Ashram, from where Gandhiji began the Dandi March. This celebration of 75 years of India's independence will commemorate our freedom struggle, highlight what we have achieved, promote exchange of ideas and actions for our future, and reaffirm our resolve to jointly address the challenges and commit ourselves for the development of India. The Center for Classical Indian Music, Houston, is organizing these concerts, bringing together several acclaimed and distinguished Indian musicians as a tribute to Pandit Jasraj. Pandit Jasraj, who was a recipient of Padma Vibhushan, needs no introduction. He was one of the greatest maestros of Indian classical music, blessed with a soulful voice which had both depth and softness. He was also a teacher, instructing generations of musicians. His contributions to vocal music is beyond compare. This concert today is part of the Amrit Mahotsav celebrations of India at 75. I take this opportunity to convey all good wishes to Pandit Suman Ghosh and the Center for Indian Classical Music of Houston, all success for their future activities and endeavors to deepen the cultural ties and promote mutual understanding between our two countries. Thank you.
Our heartfelt thanks also to the Consulate General of India in Houston, Honorable Consul General Shri Asim Mahajanji, for extending relentless support to our endeavor on behalf of the Government of India. As one of the all-time greats of Indian classical music, Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma ji needs little introduction. Panditji's magnificent 55-year career has established him as a most revered and sought-after global icon of Indian music. Avid connoisseurs of Indian classical music would be ready to stay up all night or walk 100 miles just to get a glimpse of Panditji and watch him weave his magic on his exquisite instrument. In fact, generations of music lovers have grown up listening to this true living legend. And if I could share, My own first Indian classical music concert was one by Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma ji nearly 40 years ago. It was the start of a wonderful journey learning about this amazing music genre, Indian classical music.
Panditji was introduced to the Santoor by his father and guru, Pandit Umadat Sharma ji, who entrusted his son with the responsibility of bringing the Santoor to the world. And Panditji has done just that. He persisted, experimented, reconfigured the instrument, successfully bringing the Santoor to the mainstream classical world. Panditji enthralled both progressive as well as traditional listeners with his music.
Besides having a colossal presence in the field of pure classical music, Panditji has also directed the music jointly with Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasia ji for many landmark Hindi films such as Silsila, Lamhe and Dar. Panditji is the recipient of numerous awards including the Padma Vibhushan and the Sangeet Natak Academy Award. Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma ji and our Bade Guruji Sangeet Martand Pandit Jasraj ji have shared a very close bond over several decades. In addition to this exclusive Santoor recital, Panditji has graciously accepted our request to give us a glimpse of the treasured relationship that they shared.
It is truly an honor to have Panditji perform for us today and to be able to experience the magic of his music on the Santoor. Panditji has been following the pandemic restrictions very strictly, and hence we are truly grateful to him for finding ingenious ways to accommodate our request for this concert.
Param Pujya Panditji, without further ado, we hand over the virtual stage to you. Shat Shat Pranam to you.
Namaskar and welcome to all the viewers on this special show. I am paying tribute to my lifetime friend Sangeet Martand Pandit Jasraj ji. I would just like to share a few things about our friendship to the viewers before starting my performance. In our lives we meet so many people, but there are some relationships which are very, very rare. How it happens? It's destiny, God's will. I and Pandit Jasraj ji first time met in Mumbai in 1955. We both had performed in the same evening, and this was a big festival, Haridas Sangeet Sammelan. And that was our first meeting, which became a lifelong friendship. There are so many memories. I am thinking which one to share with you. You know, this is a rare thing that in 2005 we celebrated 50 years of our friendship together, both the families. I think this is a very, very rare occasion in one's life that we celebrated our friendship of 50 years. That was in 2005, and we had met in 1955. Panditji was a dear friend, like a family, and there are so many memories. I would like to share one very rare event that happened in our lives. There was a live concert in front of invited audience in Kashmir, I think in late 50s. Panditji had come from Kolkata to perform there, and I had gone from Jammu to Kashmir. It so happened he was going to perform after me, and the radio staff, tabla player, who was supposed to accompany me when we rehearsed, I realized he was not familiar with my music, what I was playing. That time there was a station director who was Roshan Ali Saab. He was from Hyderabad. He was very close to both of us, myself and Panditji. He was station director there. I requested to Roshan Ali Saab, I said, "Sir, this tabla player is not up to the mark. What shall we do?" He said, "Jasraj ji is here. I will request him." I said, "But he is performing. He is singing after me." He said, "Let me try." He spoke to Panditji, and you will not believe it. He said, "I will play with him." And that evening, in front of invited audience, Panditji played tabla with me. That was our relationship. And after that, he performed as a vocalist. Now, I came to Mumbai. He also came to Mumbai from Kolkata. And I had stopped playing tabla many years after this incident in Kashmir. I had gone to attend Panditji's concert in Mumbai with my wife. And Panditji was getting ready, tuning his Swarmandal, Tanpuras. We met in the green room and then we went in the hall, and we were waiting that he comes on the stage and performance starts. The tabla player, very famous tabla player, who was supposed to accompany Panditji, I don't know, he got delayed. They waited for half an hour. And then I was there in the audience. Panditji called me inside. He said, "You have to accompany me on the tabla today." Can you believe that? I had just gone to attend the concert. And then they organized to bring some tabla. That was a school, music school. So I went on the stage. I had stopped playing tabla for years. But that day I went on the stage and I accompanied Pandit Jasraj ji, my dear friend, on the tabla. Bada Khayal started. After half an hour, the tabla player who was booked for that evening, he came. And Panditji asked him to wait until he finishes the first rag. So I told the audience that day, in a lighter mood, I said he had played with me once in Kashmir. Today I am repaying that with thanks. So I am accompanying him. I think, friends, this is a very rare occasion in the life of musicians that we accompanied each other on the tabla in front of an audience. I don't think there is another example of this kind of example. So there are so many memories. Panditji has given so much to the world of music. He was very spiritual artist, totally dedicated to music. Music was like a prayer for him. He would start his performance with prayer, invocation and mantras. And he has given so much to Indian classical music. He has done so much research. Many ragas, what is their mood? He brought lyrics, the literature which suits that rag, and created a new combination of music with beautiful words. And his contribution is immense. His disciples are all over the world. His music is all over. People are listening to his music everywhere in the world. He will be there with us always. And his memories are so many. I am going to pay my tribute today in his memory to all of you. And I am starting with rag Jinjoti, with Alap, Jod, Jhala. And that will be followed by lighter compositions in Rag Pahadi. I hope you enjoy this evening. Thank you very much. And in memory of Pandit Jasraj, I am paying my tribute to him. Thank you very much.
What an ethereal, unique, and unforgettable experience. This is indeed why he is the god of Santoor. The anecdote was priceless as well, reflecting the respect that these great musicians have for each other.
Once again, we would like to thank all our sponsors and donors with whose invaluable support CICMH has so far been able to extend professional invitations to all the performing artists of this Samaroh while bringing their full-fledged and most sought-after performances ticket-free to worldwide audiences. Our thanks also goes to the City of Houston through the Houston Arts Alliance for their support to CICMH and its endeavors.
Please be sure to subscribe to the CICMH YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for updates on the next session of the Sangeet Martand Smriti Samaroh coming in April 2021. Until then, Jai Ho and Namaskar.